Okay, been busy. Put an outrigger strengthener on there to match the other side. For some reason when they manufactured it, it was missing. We have bent up, made and fitted some brackets to go on the forward end of the rear body, and I have extended and built up the brackets to hold the front edge of the flat of the floor onto the chassis. If you remember, those ones have been cut down. So quick couple of hours with the plasma cutter and the welder, and here we are, looking good. So the back end, as far as I can make out, is complete now, so we can start. We'll wait for that to cool off and we'll give it a brush down with a wire brush and a lick of paint. Next job, down here somewhere, if I can remember where I put it, is we need to make a new air cleaner mount. Where did I put it? Part of it, as you can see, it was a bit rotten. Right. Yeah, she's rusty. Now, the worst of it around here, in the front, where the servo mounts. But I think I can bend that out of another piece of steel. I'm going to take some measurements, transfer it to a sheet, and we'll have a look. Right. Time to make a new one of these. So, we take some measurements. Basic measurement first. How long is it? We've got the longest part is 34 plus 4, so 38. We need to be 38 long. 5, 6, 7, 8. 38. Long. Then we've got this side. We've got 18 plus 4, 22 plus 4, 26. So 26 on the edge there. Mark it there, 26. 26. Right. Lems 2's waist. That's your base. So we'll cut them with the plasma cutter now. Honestly, if any of you guys are watching this and you haven't got a plasma cutter, trust me, you need to buy one. They are the best thing that's ever invented. Let's line this up. Always use a straight edge. Would help you put an earth on. Where did I put the earth? There it is. You need that. Don't work without it. One bit. Right, there's your basic. Right then, so if we can muck this up. The right way, that is the right way. Log edge down there. That's got to go down, that's got to go down, that's got to go up. Right, we'll do the upward one first. Or should we do the downwards one first? Just mark where these edges come. Where the folds are. So, just get a straight edge, just knock the flag off as well, I think. Not by the hair of my chin. Right. Where were we? Let's see. That's that one to there. Nope. Double check. There it is. There's the spot. Go from there to there. Move it too far. Right, I've marked out where these need to go. Going to draw them in better with a bit more definition. But basically, we're just going to cut Over this one. And then we'll fold them out, and that will make 4 tags. And 4 tags, and we'll weld that one back on. These are, once again, plasma cutter to the rescue. This time we'll reflect the earth wire first before we make them out ourselves on worldwide TV and YouTube. Shroud needs changing. Right, and that is the basic outline. Now what I've got to do is fold this in a straight way, which is going to be easy, isn't it? To the vise. Day 14, 15. I'll put it at the bottom. Things have been moving on. The bulkhead is on, and we started working on it. It's a little bit rusty, but it doesn't matter, we can get all the panels. I'll show you what I've been doing and how far we've got. This is the passenger side. I decided to start on the hardest side first. As you can see, the inside is a bit crusty, but not unsavable. Just got to make up the parts as we go along. I've been cleaning it up. This part here is going to have to come off. As you can see, the whole thing is wobbling all the way along. I'm going to get a part made up for this. Go to a fabrication shop in town, that I know do me a favour, and I'll get them to fold it up. So I'll measure that up in a while. The footwell had some strange work done to it. This looks like an original front panel footwell. It's been riveted. I don't know why. So I'm guessing it had some remedial work with some expensive panels from Land Rover at some point. But rather than weld it in, they have put it on with sealer and rivets. And as you can see, I've fastened it to the chassis with the upright. I've left it bolted in here for the moment, because the best way to approach this, to make sure it stays square, is to start fitting up the new parts. This is a new door pillar. Right, 5 hours later, much cutting, swearing, blood, tears and everything else, we've got something that resembles a straight-ish bulkhead. It ain't finished, there's still a lot of fabrication to do, but the footwell's in, the door pillar is tacked into place. I still have to put the weld along this edge and on the inside of the footwell, but this is the bit we're having trouble with, because we've got to build up this part here and all the way across here. This inner panel is in temporarily, that's not fixed. We've got to try and build up the outer panel, so there's a little bit more to do. I'm now cutting that piece out. You can see we've got everything straightened out, and we've got to fix that base there. This part here is a different shape because this is a 6-cylinder, so therefore this bulkhead part of the gearbox tunnel is a completely different shape. So we've had to shave a bit off here, and then I'm going to have to cut a little bit more off to get this shape back again. So I'll have to probably just have to put the footwell back in there and everything, just make sure we're getting everything right. But yeah, that's taken me a day to get that far, and we're not even finished yet. There's a lot to do, a lot. I've got to try and get this all squared up and welded in solidly before we tackle the driver's side one, which is not quite as bad, but it still needs a lot of work. So tomorrow I'm going to get the panel along there made up, and that'll be the last bit we do in behind there and this panel here, but we'll get the footwells and the door pillars in and get the straight bit up. Right, on to the next bit. End of another day. I have been working hard on the bulkhead. It now looks like a bulkhead. There's still work to do. I'll show you what we've done. Okay, passenger footwell is in. It's still finishing at the top. Excuse me. The top corner mount and windscreen mount is on that passenger side. Driver side bulkhead has still got a lot of work to be done. You can see there's a big hole there at the top, but the footwell is in, door pillar is in, hinge pillar is in. Started finishing it off. We have gaps to finish here, here. Also got to do all the way across the front of this. Decide how to do that. Still got to do some finishing on the inside edge. There should be 2 plates. It's double skinned in here. We've managed to keep this one in, which is the support for the main part there. We've still got to fill this in here and around the bottom where it joins the pillar. Bulkhead on the inside is looking good.